Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today for the final Alliance War of Season 25. So today we're up against Matrix and I have 7 fights. So first up is a Black Widow Deadly Origin on Vigorous Assault and Dark Overload, using Dr. Doom here. It's one of the best matchups for this fight, just because you can take so many hits and mess up so many times and still be fine. So there I do hit into a evade, but no issues, just going to willpower heal from the debuff. So I'm trying to prevent her using special 1, but she just isn't taking any of it. Here I'm in the corner and she's unblockable, so go for a special 2. Going to waste the time of the arc overload regen so I can parry again. Now I'm just trying to get out of the corner and prevent her from using any specials. So now here, instead of going for the special 2, I go for the stagger to prevent any more regeneration in this fight. Then go for the special 2, and this is pretty much going to finish it off. So very simple fight to start off the war. So next up is Sentinel on Masochism. Going to be using Magneto here. Basically just need to get up to a special 3 and then this fight will be over. The 70% ability accuracy reduction does also work for Masochism, so we are going to be shutting that off the majority of the time. There I just didn't notice that it hadn't shut off and got clipped, but my Magneto is Sig 200, so he can't take more than 10% of his health in a single hit. So getting close to the special 3 here, he's going to do a couple of prowess duplications and then throw it off, and this will almost certainly finish him. So now we just have a bit of clean up on this void. Just need to manage the strike counter charge as well, and also manage his debuffs. So you're going to see here that I do go for a second heavy attack, but the fight's pretty much over because it is only 15% of this void that I was taking. So now I'm moving on to Mixmaster Hyperion using Dr. Doom. So the initial plan for this fight was to spam special 1s, keep his power under control, but you're going to see quite early on in the fight that we do actually get pushed above 2 bars of power. So we do have to change the strategy. So I'm trying to end all of my combos on a light attack, so I don't really have to worry about Mixmaster when punishing his attacks. So you can see here we already get pushed to a special 3, so I decided to change the plan and basically hold this special 3 for if Hyperion gets too close to his or if we get backed into the corner. So for the most part in this fight I'm going to go for light, medium, light combos or medium, light combos, and that basically just means that I can always punish heavy or special attacks with a medium. It is definitely on the longer side of fights because we're not really throwing too many special attacks off here, mostly because of Protect. Hyperion is cooperating here, he's using his specials fairly early on, and the Snow does also have Power Focus 1, which means he's not going to get to 3 bars quite as easily. So here he's not using his special, gets a bit too close to his special 3. So we use our special 3. Now we're just going to do a slightly modified Doom combo because of Mixmaster. Make sure that his Hyperion's power goes fairly low after this. Now there, the medium attack actually didn't trigger protect even on a crit, so I could have thrown that special 3 quite a bit earlier. So I'm not going to throw the special 2 in case it crits too much for protect. And here one more combo should finish him off. So fairly clean fight against that Hyperion. So now moving on to my 100th fight of the season. This is a Symbiote Supreme on the Vigor and Indomitable node. This is purely just a diversity placement, probably there, because the next fight would generally be quaked, and Symbiote Supreme isn't particularly quake friendly. So I decided it's not really worth going for the special 3 because of the stagger, so I'm just going to go for special 1s and 2s. I do have a 150 Mystic Power Boost on, that is more for the next fight, but it is going to speed this one up a bit. Go for a special 2 here, again do quite a bit of damage. And he's pretty much finished off now. So now we're moving on to this Buffet Doom. This is the 3rd time I've taken this season, and this is definitely not the cleanest fight. So generally the plan here is to build up to the special 3, trigger dexterity when Doom has over 2 bars of power, then go for your special 3 and try to get 2 special 2s off during the Fury cycle. So start of the fight's going well. Then here he uses special 1, which is a bit annoying. It's just going to extend the fight a bit, but it's no big deal. So now trigger dexterity there, but I should not have punished. He used his special 1, hit me, and then goes to 2 bars. Trying to prevent him from using his special 2 here, but he does. Luckily we get the full evade on, it was unblockable, and if we did get clipped by that, the incinerates potentially could have killed us. So now again, trying to trigger dexterity. Timing is a bit off, but there we do finally get it. He's also fairly high on power, so go for a special 3 here, and then going to do a Doom combo into special 2. So now launch this off, and the Incinerate should do a really good amount of damage with the Fury boost. 1,400 each, so about 8,200 a second. So here I do mess up. I thought he was going to be over 2 bars of power, and he wasn't. So we're not going to be able to get a second special 2 with the Fury active. So here are the sort of 2 options. I could go for special 2s without the Fury, or I could save up to another special 3. And I wasn't really feeling like going to the special 3 and triggering dexterity again after what happened on the first cycle. So I'm instead going to go for special 2s without the Fury and try and prevent triggering dexterity. Go for a special 1 here, and one more combo should get us to special 2 and finish this fight off. So that was definitely my worst fight against that Dr. Doom there, but we did still manage to solo. Doom is a really solid matchup for that fight. So now moving on to the 6th fight of the war. This is Emma Frost on the Hurt Locker and Power Focus 1 mini-boss. This is an extremely safe fight with Doom. Emma's pretty much never going to get to a special 2, and that is the only thing that can really do any substantial damage against Doom. So I'm mostly going to alternate between special 1 and 2 in this fight, rather than go for the special 3. It is going to be quite a long matchup because I'm not going for special 3s, but very, very basic. Landing reparries while she's in diamond form to reduce block damage. So here I do mess up to the special 1, but it only does around 10% of my health. And we also get some willpower healing from the power sting debuff that it applies. So I'm turtling up to try and prevent her from using specials. Mostly to keep her power high so she doesn't go into diamond form during the special 2 and then become incinerate immune. So I know at this point all I really need is one more special 2 in this fight and she should be down. So go for it here, and that is the fight over. So now we are moving on to the final fight of the season for me. It is a rank 3 modok boss, and actually if I get this solo, I will have had a deathless season. So you can see I'm boosted relatively heavily here, but since this war wasn't really a meaningful one, I'm not using any 30% boosts. So use a combat regen mostly just because I'd never really need them. So I do currently have the brute force link on this fight. We wanted to global down for a mini boss on the right, and I've done this fight a few times before with brute force and it's never actually triggered. So the way I play this fight is by spamming special 1s and using the counter punch charges, basically to somewhat bypass stun immunity. I can still parry with those charges and then get my ins from that. Going to be punishing special 1s for true strike. So far the fight is going really well. So we've got the true strike up, we've got counter punch charges. So here we don't have any charges, so I do have to bait out a heavy attack, but he actually lands quite a nice intercept there. Still at 99% health, Modok's a third of the way down. So I think we're going to go for one or two more special 1s and then save up to special 3. So the last hit of that special 1 did trigger protect, but you can actually use the counter punch charges as a way to intercept to remove it. So we're still at 96% health, and Modok, he's over halfway down, but he's much closer to death than that because now we're going for the special 3, get the big bleeds off, and they will finish him off. So another couple of combos should get me to 3 bars of power. So now currently what I'm doing is waiting out the reverberation cooldown before going for my special 3 so I can get the damage boost from the signature ability. Punish the special 1, trigger reverb, go for the special 3. And now all I need to do after this is just wait the bleeds out and they will finish him off. You can see they're doing 10,000 damage per tick. It is a bit of overkill even with only 30 of the 50 potential ones. And we do get the solo there. It's probably one of my cleanest modok boss solos. Pretty much a flawless fight. And we did get a deathless season. 103 fights taken. Now the Alliance did finish in Platinum 1. So now I've just got quick rewards opening here. So T5CC is nothing I'm really looking for at the moment. So this is all pretty negligible overall. So get mutant from the first one. I do currently have a full mutant catalyst and I'm considering taking Cable up to rank 3 with it. And this one we get Tech. So Tech's one of my lowest classes. I don't have a fully formed one and probably only have about 20% even after this. Now we're just going to pop open the 5% crystal. So now we're going to open up 3 featured 5 stars. So in these, I'm mostly looking for Cosmic Ghost Rider, but would be happy with White Magneto, maybe Spider-Ham. So first crystal's Apocalypse, going to get a few more SIGs on him. Not really helpful because I do have the rank 3 6-star version of him. Second crystal's going to be more SIGs on Crossbones, which again, it's not bad, but it's not really that amazing. Then the third one is going to be more SIGs on Immortal Hulk, who I just can't seem to stop pulling from these things. Now we're going to open up 2 6 stars, and this opening is definitely a little bit depressing. So the first one is going to be a dupe on Black Widow Deadly Origin. She's quite a fun champion, but her dupe is pretty much worthless. Now we'll go for the second crystal, and in between 2 amazing pulls we awaken Iron Patriot. So thank you all for watching this video, and see you all in the next season for Alliance War.